Hi everyone, Gabby here. Today we're going to be making a mild chili. Don't worry about making chili. It looks like it's a lot of work, but it's really not. Really, everything that you need pretty much comes in a can. You're just going to be rinsing it and dumping it in. The only thing you really need to prep up is going to be your hamburger and your onion. So don't worry about it. Come along with me today while we make this chili. So first of all, I'm just going to get the hamburger cooking in this big pot here. And then while that's cooking, I'm going to be chopping up my onion here. I'm going to put the whole thing in because I love onion, the cooked onions. And by the way, if this is your first time stopping by here, this is my handy dandy countertop trash can. It's an ice bucket that I picked up years ago at a thrift store, and I just keep it on top of my counter so when I'm cutting up things like the onion or any vegetables or anything, I can just throw the debris right into the can. And then when I'm done, all I have to do is remove the bag and then put a fresh bag in. So it saves me a lot of time just having this on the countertop. I highly recommend picking up an ice bucket for this purpose if you'd like to recycle something. All right, let's get started on the hamburger. So the hamburger's cooking, and I usually just use one of these to break up the hamburger with, so it's real easy to do. And I got my onion peeled here, so I can chop that up. And the kind of chili seasoning mix I'm using is just the store brand. And I'm just going to use probably a couple tablespoons of this because I want a mild chili. I don't want something really spicy. I mean, I figure you can always add some hot sauce or add more spices for someone who likes it more spicy. But for somebody like me, you can't take any ingredients out of it. So it's better just to put less and let other people add more if they want to. Or you could really break it up into two pots and add different seasonings into it as well. That would be fine too. All right. I know I cut a hole in this because I used some of it already. Oh, it's just not a very big hole. I gotcha. All right, this in a little bowl because I want that to cook up a little bit before I. Oh, that looks like a lot to me. So maybe I'll just start with 1 tablespoon. You can always add more, but you can't take it out. Okay, then I have my can opener here to open up all these cans that we're going to need to open up and rinse, get the stuff rinsed. So I'm not sure if I'm going to use the paste and the tomatoes or I'm just going to use just the paste. We'll see how thick it is after I put it in there. This is a small batch. And then I had a little can of these in the pantry, so I thought I might add those. But I'll let you know as I go what I'm adding. But definitely adding all the beans and the chicken broth. All right, guys, so I've just diced up the onions like that. That's the whole onion. Because like I said, you can put a half an onion if you want to, but I do like a lot of onion and stuff. So I figure if you put stuff that you like, you can't go wrong. All right, so I'm going to put that down in there, and it can start cooking. Everybody's chili recipe's different. Like probably lasagna recipes are different. You have to leave me a note down below and let me know how you make yours. And I'll let that cook down for a few minutes and then I'll add my seasoning, okay? All right, guys, while that's cooking, I can go ahead and get my beans opened up and get those rinsed. So I'm just going to go ahead and open up all the cans and I'll just dump it in here. Hopefully this won't be too loud for you guys. And just to let you know, you can actually get lower sodium beans and things like that. So, I mean, I figure why add any extra sodium, to your dish. Let's start opening these. I mean, this is the hardest part you're going to do is just getting the onion and the hamburger cooked. That's not too loud. Yeah, my daughter, she usually does the chili making, and I just enjoy because she knows I like it mild. And today, though, I'm going to make the chili, so this will be a little bit different. So I had kidney beans, black beans, beans. She says that she puts, oh my goodness, how do you say that word? Chickpeas, garbanzo beans in hers as well. But I'm just going to put these, I think. I'll see if I need more beans. If I do, I'll add those. Because like I said, this is kind of a small batch. And then open up the chicken broth. Alright. Chicken broth. That even comes in the lower sodium. I couldn't believe it. And I'm going to hold off on which one I'm going to open, the tomato pieces or the tomato paste. I'll wait and see which one I want to open on that one. And the corn. I know I definitely want some corn. I don't know how much yet, but probably half the can anyways. You know, like I said, it's always kind of to taste to what you like. So let me rinse these beans off, and then we'll see how the onions are coming along. Alright guys, the onions have pretty much sweated down in there, and they've turned translucent, so I'm going to go ahead and add, I am going to add 2 tablespoons of the seasoning salt. Okay, and I'm going to add the tomato paste with the chicken broth, and I want this to be thick and hearty. I got some cheese and some sour cream, and I'm going to make some cornbread to go with it. So now it's starting to smell really good, you guys. I don't think it makes any difference what order you put in things in, but I'm going to add in the tomato paste and let that melt down some, and then I'll put in the chicken broth. And this is just plain tomato paste. All right. Well, I'm going to give this a little taste while it's just in this state before I add the beans and all that stuff, just to make sure that it doesn't need any more seasoning, okay? It smells really good. I'm sure it's strong enough for me, but I don't want it to be, you know, too weak. Yes, that has just a little bit of kick to it. Okay. I did add half the can of chicken broth, and now I'm going to add the other half. And I'm going to go ahead and add all my beans. I'm going to add the corn last. And I did rinse these. I'm just going to bring you guys over here with me, and then that way you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. That might actually work better for you. Yeah. So I put the beans in. I'm going to give those a stir around. Boy, I think I need a sturdier whisk, but this is the only one that I have that won't scratch my pan. So, oh yeah, that looks really good. I think that's enough beans, probably. So I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of the corn. And then I'll let this come to a boil and then lower the heat down a little bit. Yeah, that's probably about a half a can, I think. Yeah. And then I'll let it come to a boil and just kind of cook down a little bit so all the flavors can get all melded together. Yeah, that looks really good. Smells delicious, you guys. Smells delicious. Okay, so we'll let this cook down a little bit, and we'll be back here in a few minutes to see how it looks. Well, it will be right away for you guys, but for me it'll be a while. Maybe I can get started on the cornbread. I mean, I'm just gonna make like a Jiffy cornbread. I'm gonna add some sugar to it though, so it's a sweet cornbread. So anyways, that's what we have, and we'll be back here in a few minutes. Okay, guys, it's all ready. I'm so excited for this. I did get some cornbread made. It's just the Jiffy box cornbread, but I like it. So, and I did add a little bit of sugar to it because I like it a little bit sweet. And then here we have, oh yeah, here we go. That's what it looks like in the little container. And this is what it looks like with the lid off. Yummy. Well, I'm going to give this a little taste. Mm-hmm. Yes, that has just a little bit of kick to it. Yummy. It just needs one more thing. This is Gabby. I'll be back again later, and I hope you will be too. Bye.